Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought that I would do a smoky look. I normally don't do anything this drastic, especially on the top and the bottom of my eyes, but I figured might as well because everybody should have at least a signature type of smoky look. But I didn't go ahead and do the bold red lips. Like, you definitely could do this, but since this is so drastic and I'm so not used to having anything this dark on, or at least not all over, I went with the nude lip, and it's just the melted lipstick from Too Faced in the shade Melted Nude, and all these shadows are from Makeup Forever. So if you want to see how to achieve this look, just keep watching. Alright, so today I'm just going to be going in and using the Makeup Forever, the Studio Case shadows that I got, and I just went ahead and took that palette out because you can actually remove it. I'm going to be going in and doing the smoky look. This is super easy because it has pre-categorized looks for you, and you can kind of just play around with the different looks of those three specific shadows that they're giving you there. So you don't necessarily have to stay together. I'm just going to happen to use most of those just because we're doing smoky eye today, so yes. Alrighty, so I'm just going to be going in and using, they did give me the liner in there. In that kit it comes with a black liner, but the first time I used it, I really wasn't too fond of it, so I'm just going to be using, this is my favorite eyeliner pencil, like, ever. It's pretty small, but it's just the Urban Decay, and it is the 24-hour Glide pencils, and this is the shade Perversion, which is like their blackest black. And with this, I'm just going to go ahead and go in and go right along that lash line on top. And since you're going to smudge this out, you don't have to worry about making it super clean or anything. Just trying to stay somewhat uniform in at least the width of what you're doing. I should be going in with like a smaller-ish rounded brush just to smudge it out. You can, to be honest, there's no like specific brush you're going to have to use for this. But I just did this because it's round and it's pretty precise and medium-sized. You're just going to go in right over where you put that gel liner and just smudge it out. I'd say smudge it like halfway up, so don't bring it too far up onto your lid, maybe just like halfway. I did the exact same thing onto my other eye. Sorry, I'm going to get this so we can actually see it. Okay, so I'm just going to be going with the first shade, and it is M100. All of these are sold individually as well as in this palette. M100 is just this black shade right here. It has no shimmer at all, so it's a complete matte shade. Obviously, with the M in front of it, kind of gives you a clue to what finish it is. I'm just going to go in. I don't know what this is called, but it came in, if you have any of the Naked palettes, they probably have the same brush in each one. This, it came in the Naked 3 palette, and I'm just going to be using the fluffier side, not the flat side. And going in with that black shade and just going right over where that eyeliner you smudged out is. Kind of working that up a little bit further. You're just going to go in with the next shade, which is right above it, and is the ME108. So ME is from their metallic, and it's a pretty sparkly. It's like a shade down from their diamond. So diamond's like ultra glittery, and the ME is just that like reflective versus being glittery. I'm going to go in with a tapered blending brush for this, only because I want to concentrate this color mostly in that crease and just slightly above it to blend that together. And I don't know if it's just me. I know, actually it's not, because I've seen this happen when I used to work in cosmetics. I've seen this happen on other people's skin. I really don't know what it is and what is in your skin that does this for certain people. But on me, a lot of the times purples and dark greens, which I love using, they must oxidize on me because they turn different. And black sometimes on me turns blue. Like, as I'm using the silver right now, I'm watching it turn kind of blue where the black is and where they're blending together. So I'm just going to go in with that same cotton swab and just clean up the edges. And I like the I love the fact that cotton swabs are double-ended, because you can use the one side that's wet just to get it off, and even though some of the color will still stay there, and you use the dry side to get the excess color off where their makeup remover is. And then I just went ahead and zoomed in so that you can see more of the definition of what it looks like right now. So you can see that definite divide between the black and the silver. Mind you, I did blend that into the crease, even though it does look like two separate areas. I just don't want to bring that the silver down anymore, because then you'll hardly have any of the black here. So it is blended, it's just more intense here because there's more black and going up. And then lastly, on that top shade, I'm just going to go in with the other side of that, the double-ended brush, and just use this flat one to put the highlight. And the shade of this one is ME 122, so it is a metallic finish as well. But I wouldn't call it a glitter. It just has that sheen to it. Mind you, you can obviously definitely put more of just like a matte white or a matte cream shade, depending on your skin tone, instead of a white. You definitely don't have to do anything, because it does add a little bit more oomph to it, I suppose. And you can also angle the, mine ends up angling a little bit more like this, especially when I do the cleanup, but I feel like it helps my eye shape, because I have that, like, I don't know, almond, if you will, eye shape, and this just kind of brings the attention upwards. Let's go ahead and do the exact same thing over here. And then after this, I will be going ahead and finishing up the rest of my makeup and coming right back. And then now that I have all of my regular makeup on besides my lips, I'm just going to go ahead and finish the eyes with you guys. I'm just going to be using that same eyeliner pencil from Urban Decay, and I'm going to go ahead and line that bottom waterline as well as the top. And you can definitely go super dramatic with this and go ahead and bring it all the way in and outline that entire eye in the tear duct area. I'm just not going to do that today. It's a little bit more dramatic than I like. And I'm just going to go ahead with that same black shadow from Makeup Forever, and I'm going to go with a flat definer brush and just go right along that lower lash line. And it is okay if you get a little bit messy with that, the waterline when you're putting the liner in it, because you're going to go ahead and smudge it out anyway. Another little trick, I mean, obviously everybody's eye shape's a little bit different, so you may or may not be able to do it, but I find that if I just take this flat definer and I kind of connect the bottom of my lower lashes up top right there, it kind of makes a perfect line for the shape of your eye. Go ahead, do the same thing, and then we'll smudge it and just even it out there. And then I'm just going to go in with pencil brush and smudge out that lower lash line with no extra product. Mind you, I'm not going to add anything because I already have that gel liner and that black shadow, and you can do this to your liking as well. I'm just not going to bring it down super far, so it's going to be like not incredibly drastic here, just so it's really blended out and there's no harsh straight lines going on down there. Sometimes it will get a little bit lower like that. What I'll normally do is, instead of using anything makeup remover related, which will leave your makeup, it'll kind of like remove it, just go in with a clean brush and like any kind of shadow that's close to your skin tone. There happens to be one in here under the natural side. It's M530. It's similar to mine, and I'll kind of just run it right along where there's any little like mess up, so it's a little bit lower than I had wanted it to be. And since I set my concealer, my under eye concealer with powder, it's not changing anything. But this can definitely be catered to whatever your skin tone is, so just find like whichever one is close to yours and kind of go over that area that you want to fix. And then I'm going to go in with just my mascara. This is the the voluminous butterfly one that I went. I'm not super crazy about it, to be honest with you, but it does the job.